it's updated, so I don't know. But yeah. So we have healing heart. So there's gonna be some healing going on. Like I said, with um part one, it's gonna be some healing going on this weekend. Uh let's see what else. What else? Yeah, we have stabbed in the back coming out with the X drama. So there's definitely gonna be some attacks. Right? The X is gonna start some shit. The X's are gonna start some shit. We have passion here. There's gonna be a lot of passion going on. Yeah. I don't know. I was trying to like go back in and then I was like, let me just answer this because I text messages. Let me answer the text message while I wait. Cause sometimes YouTube it doesn't take let me come back in. So I was like, let me just answer a text and I answered the text and I came back and it was like, can't resume. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. Let me just start a whole live all over again. But it's still continuing. So there's gonna be some past, some chemistry, some fun this weekend. So, at least that kind of alleviates the drama a little bit, the little heavy energy a little bit. Oh, okay. Oh, look. See, I didn't even need to pause. I said whammy. See, look. See when I said about the third wheel? Separation. Yeah, that third wheel, the burning the bridge, that third wheel's out the door. Right? Didn't I say something about the whole connection with the Empress and Emperor? Yeah, look. The twin flames. It's coming out. Right? And there's also like with the I like you, I feel like some feelings are gonna be I feel like with I like you, I feel like feelings are gonna be oh my god, what's that word? Expressed. Thank you. Expressed. Feelings are definitely gonna be expressed, right? And I feel like somebody's gonna say I love you. So just be aware of that if you're in a connection. But also have abundance here, right? Abundance. We have keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. So abundance is definitely in the forefront for a lot of people this weekend. I feel like this is like the last leg of heavy energy so that you can manifest perfectly. But I really want to get out this energy, so we're gonna wrap this up quickly and then go into personals. Ooh, see, look, we have happiness, right? I'm aware that being happy means I am on the right path. Right? Just be happy. As long as you are happy, as long as you do things that make you happy, you're on the right path, right? And look how it's dolphins. Dolphins could be spirit animal. And dolphins are very intelligent, so hey, let me get one more card. And then we have blame. I accept responsibilities for my well-being, right? So with blame here, I feel like um I feel like fingers are gonna be pointed right this weekend. So fingers gonna be pointed. It's gonna be like it's your fault as well. Brush it off. Brush it off. Like I said, don't entertain the negative energy because I really do feel like um it's giving the devil is a liar this this weekend. I'm gonna be honest. It's giving the devil is a liar. And not today, Satan, not today. That's the energy is given this weekend. So as long as you have that mindset, not today, Satan, not today, and try not to overthink, try not to be in the head so much. I feel like things will be better. Just try to avoid drama. I feel like if you entertain the drama this weekend, it's gonna lead to some shit. Right. So it's gonna have to take strength. But strength also takes resistance, right? If you have resistance, you know uh, that you won't be susceptible to like this vampiric negative energy. Like that's why I could say this vampiric negative energy. I feel like I don't know. Like it's really, really heavy. So just ground yourself, listen to music, go outside, go to the gym, touch some grass, talk to trees. I might talk to a few trees this weekend. I don't know. I'm contemplating. I never done it before, but I heard good things about talking to trees. So I'm gonna try that. Yeah. But yeah, that's the energy for this weekend. I just want to get out of it because it's really got that energy this weekend. I don't know. Maybe it's just the anticipation of the Knicks being in the finals and how they won the first game. I don't know. It's New York has been very weird the last couple of days, so we shall see. We shall see. All right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I go live every Tuesday and Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Um, Donations are welcome. I know I don't have the pinned comment, but if you just go into the description, the link tree is there. I also offer one-on-one sessions. I have added two more one-on-one sessions. One is like a relationship insight. So with that one, it's I will read your energy, the partner's energy, and the joint energy together. And that's like, what is it? I think 45 for 30 minutes. I think it's I'm not don't I'm not sure. Like I said, I just did that today. Then I have another mini tarot, which is like focus one question, 15 minutes. I think that's $20. And then my 60 minutes deep dive is love, finance, careers, whatever it is that you want to talk about. More in detail, more one-on-one. It's also within the link tree, so check that out. We don't have a crystal ball. I've been wanting to get the Gianna statue with the crystal ball in it, but I don't know why I did this thing. But hey, that's what I say. I think I have. I think that's it. I think that's what I have to say. Right? You don't have a crystal ball. Wait, I want to see. What is it? Hold on. I can crystal ball. I wish I had a crystal ball. Let me just shuffle this deck. Spend some money. Who's first? Echo? No, Echo. Yes, she did. Okay, there you go. Echo's first. I don't know. I'm gonna be outside this weekend. Only to the gym because it's hot. It's gonna be like 90 degrees in New York, and I do not do nine. I do not do New York heat. Hell no. Hell no, I don't do New York heat. That's just like that's like standing in the sauna while being outside. All right. Some water. Our ancestor guidance on past life that is most influential on my current stage of life, please. All right. All right. Echoes ancestor, what past life is Echoes ancestor, what past life is currently influencing her current life? All right. Echoes ancestors, what past life is currently influencing her current life? All right, Echoes ancestors. What past life is currently influencing her past? Wait, oh my god, because I'm trying to get the question out. I'm also paying attention what they're showing me. But however, um, it's I don't want to say the 18th century, but it's given Victorian vibes a little bit. That's what I was trying to figure out because it's giving because I do think in your past life you did come from royalty and some form of royalty, probably like a nobility, but some type of royalty, like. But it's given like blondish, red curly hair, pale skin, but like I said, Victorian setting. It could be Victorian set. I don't know my history that well, so don't. But it's given that era where it's like Queen Elizabeth the first. I don't fucking know. There's so many Queens Elizabeth, but it's definitely giving like 17th, 18th century around there. Um, that type of past life. We'll see. Okay. Oh my god. Who's a midnight ballerina in here? Because please, this song keeps popping in my head. I wasn't even listening to it today. Nasty pencils, dancing for money. All right. Let's see. What past life is currently influencing Echo's current life? Um, let's see. Let's see. I haven't done past life reading in so long. I'm gonna try to do it in like 10 minutes. Let's see. Oh my god, this card come up. So we have the Ace of Cups. For some reason, I believe in your past life, you had some type of arranged marriage or some type of arrangement, right? And how does that influence your current life? I don't want to say like you kind of settled to get married, but it seems like there's like no choice. Or at least you could have felt like it was like no choice, no other options. Right? It's like marriage is something I have to do, right? But with the Ace of Cups here, it's given a your past life. There wasn't, like I said, there wasn't like I would say loving, fulfilling marriage. So in this life, you have to like, I don't say you have to, because at the end of the day, it's a choice, if you will. That you need to find something that or connection that is more emotionally fulfilling, right? More emotionally fulfilling. Um, No, I say the reason why I say arranged marriage is because we have the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is usually a small offer, but it's like let's strike a deal, right? That sensitive energy, but it says let's strike a deal. Oh, this is giving me a headache because it's right on my third eye. This is giving like let's strike a deal, but here in your current life with the Page of Pentacles, um, you've been breadcrumb a lot, or given less than, meaning somebody give you like this much instead of giving you like everything. So they give you like this much, and instead of giving you like all the glitz and glam and happiness, it's like conditional, right? Conditional. We have the Three of Cups here. The Three of Cups is talks about celebration, joy, and socializing, right? So in the past life, you could have been somebody who was very, very social, like was all because I know they in past like they did well according to like what they tell us, because at the end at this time we can never trust what they fucking tell us about history, right? But in the past, like there was you was kind of like the out the I want to say life of the party in the past life of the party, but now you're just like I wouldn't say you don't like the attention, like be the center of attention, but it's like kind of introverted now, right? Kind of so what happens is in our past lives, we kind of have to do like the opposite. So like for example, in my past life, I was very charismatic, outgoing, social, like always in the center. I hate being in the center of attention, which is kind of funny because I do lives, right? It doesn't make sense, but eh, e- that's what I mean. Like it's kind of the opposite. And also, look at your when you have a chance, Echo, look at your north and south node. Your north node is what you need to learn during this lifetime, and your south node is what you was in a past lifetime. So, for example, my South Node is a Leo. So again, I was the life of the party, center of attention. Now this year, this lifetime, my North Node is Aquarius. So I have to do like humanitarian work, healing, helping society, that type of stuff. Right. We also have the Knight of Wands with the Sun, right? So what's kind of similar played out. I don't know if this actually happened or for some reason when I was thinking of concubines, mistress, like stuff like that. So the Knight of Wands in the past life, I feel like you was promised to a like somebody who had this type of energy because Knight of Wands is very much player energy, right? And then the Sun is divine masculine, right? Uh, divine masculine energy. So this is given like you in the past life you was given or I hate saying that word given, but pledged to this person, right? And they were very, promiscuous. They have like mistresses, concubines. They were never faithful. So kind of what happened is that in this lifetime, I wouldn't. It kind of sort of has something similar, but not full blown. But more so, it's like you kind of have to repeat that to see if you would choose differently. Choose differently, like as in because I feel like in the past life you stayed, but then again that's like something that they did. Now this lifetime you choose differently. You chose a different path, different route. Let's see what else. Yeah, we have troubled past, right? So with troubled past, oh, excuse me. So with troubled past here, I feel like certain things weren't resolved. And I feel like a lot of things that weren't resolved in your past life had to show up in relationships. Not platonic, but mostly romantic relationships. Just think about all the stuff that you've been through like during past relationships and sit and wonder like what is it something that you had to do in a oh cognitive runs, yeah, something like you do. So like for example, in one of my past life, I was a man. I was a whore. I was a man whore in my past life, and I cheated on every single woman that I was with in a past life until a woman killed me. But right. So now in this lifetime, me being in the female body, I've been cheated on plenty of times. So like, look, that's what I mean by like, look at your past life, and sometimes you kind of have to repay that debt back, right? Or and not, and sometimes in the past life you have to choose differently, right? From in this lifetime from what you did in the past life. So trouble past. So it could have also had uh, childhood issues where you could have felt like you weren't heard, or mom was kind of sort of like there but not there at the same time. I wouldn't necessarily say mother issues, but mom was there but she wasn't there fully present, like. But it's definitely your childhood is, I feel like your childhood was mostly influenced by your past life. Yes. I have numbing out, right? Hmm. 'Cause I don't feel like this is numbing out. I do not feel like this is your current life. I feel like this is like the past life, like past life. Good thing about it. They always drank. They drank and smoked opiates. I don't know what the hell they smoked back then, but I know they drank a lot. So yeah, let's have some type of numbing out. that was done. Like situationships. Like I said, it goes back to the concubines and mistresses. I don't necessarily feel like you were the concubine and mistress. I feel like the person that you was given to. I hate saying I given to, but given to. Yes, they had all these situationships and soirees going on. Misunderstood. Didn't I say that you in your childhood you could have felt like you was misunderstood, trouble past, misunderstood, um, not heard enough, but it could just be misunderstood. But definitely your childhood it was very very much influenced. Your adulthood not so much because if you're kind of learned the lesson, I would say from childhood to adulthood. Wow, I could never talk when I do readings. Alright. Oh, okay. So remember I said with the person that you was when my kids are older. I mean, if you broke that generational curse, like if we think about it, even though our past lives kind of influenced, but you also have like double life here. Like I said, the person that you was married to in past life had a double life, all that concubines, right? So in this lifetime, when if that occurred, like the cheating and stuff, you have to either burn the bridge or get back together. I mean, we know you probably burned the bridge, but that's the one of the main lessons in as an adult. The dynamics and connection will change when my kids are older. Well, your kids will have their own past life, meaning they will have to learn from whatever their past life was. Let me get one card from you. But it's definitely you have to learn how to not necessarily be on your own, but not be stuck somewhere that you don't want to be, right? So we also have purpose, okay? I know that I know what I am here to do. And then we also have death, which is I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So with these two cards, you basically in this lifetime you have to do things that you normally want to do. So you have to find your life purpose. Like whether it's helping others feel good during like fashion and I don't know why I would say oils, probably like lotions and stuff. I don't know if you think about doing body skincare stuff as well. But it's just more like uplifting somebody, like people, right? The death is like the transformation. So what happens is that if you don't let the past life influence you and you changed and move forward and have your soul evolve, that's sort of a transformation. You don't necessarily don't have to repeat it. So that's why like a lot of people aren't very conscious about this lifetime. So in this lifetime you don't want to like be reincarnated on earth. It's ghetto, right? But at the same time you don't want to repeat certain lessons that didn't get accomplished or finished or achieved during your past life. So for this one, I feel like for you is more so with love and basically choosing yourself, right? But I do feel like your childhood and your past life childhood kind of mirror each other very very well. Because I don't think in the past life you didn't fix whatever the childhood trauma was. So it's like we gotta redo it again. Because sometimes that does happen. You have to repeat certain past life lessons. But that's what I have for you, Echo. So I do feel like when it comes to the childhood, I do feel like you passed a lot of the past life lessons that needed to be passed. And I also feel like when it comes to love, you did the same. So it's more so just try not to repeat this lifetime's lessons for the next. She's like, yes. Okay. Let me shuffle. You're welcome. But I'll be honest, like I do think your past life, I don't know if it's recent, because I don't feel like it's recent, but I feel like it's probably one of the most significant past life that is, like I said, it's probably during the Queen Elizabeth era. I don't know which one what number Queen Elizabeth was, the one that died. I don't know. I think it's either between one or two. Whatever era Queen Elizabeth one and two was. There you go. Because I see one and two. So it could have been around those times. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to listen to that song when I get off live. All right, I'm gonna do yours. How I would do a relationship reading, um, Amber. All right, I'm gonna pull because this is gonna be all right. What is the future energy between Amber and Shama, the Gemini? What is the energy between Amber and Shama? Let's see. Let's get two cards, three cards for Amber and three cards for Shama, and one card in the middle. No means I'll do more. Okay. Alright. Let's- Ooh, girl, what? Ooh, okay. Ah, oh, this is funny. Let's get what's the card in the middle? All right. Eh, eh, that's funny. All right. So your energy Amber in this is you have to be careful not to rush things because we do have like the Knight of Wands, right? The Knight of Wands, fast moving, right? The card that wants to rush. It's intense passion. That's what the so yeah, the Knight of Wands is usually the player card, but it also depends on the card that's around it, right? So Knight of Wands is usually the intense passion card, right? It wants to IG. It's nighttime here, but yeah. So it's like it's kind of given. I would say the Devil card because the Devil card is very much intense passion, right? But here it also has that same type of energy. But the thing is, you also have the Eight of Pentacles, right? Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, you feel the intense passion. You want to rush head straight, like head, like you want to rush head on into this connection. But at the same time, with the Eight of Pentacles, so you do want to. Oh, Gary, okay, but you do want to put the work in, right? So we can't ignore the Eight of Pentacles, right? But you also gotta be careful too, because we do have the Five of Wands here. It talks about conflict, and what I feel like what happens is you when you get into like the Knight of Wand energy and you trying to like speed things along, it kind of you're met with conflict, you met with friction because um the Gemini is totally opposite of that because we do have, look, the Knight of Pentacles, right? So he's more of a slow mover, but he will he will match your pace. He's not shy about that. He will match your pace, but it kind of causes him sort of anxiety with the Knight of Swords here. So he will get anxiety if it starts moving too fast because he's not really confident, right? With the Magician here, he's not really confident in how things move. Sure, ax, right? Oh, a witch. I mean, I do consider myself a witch, so um 10 years, 10 years, 10 years. I've been practicing for 10 years. Self-taught until about 3 years ago when I went into Santeria. Then, I started practicing that. But also the middle of the between two Amber, between you and the Gemini, is the Three of Wands, right? So it's kind of like a waiting card. It's the waiting, the energy between the joint energy is waiting. It's waiting to see who is gonna make the move. Like whenever you make the move, it's like who's gonna invite this person on over here, or who's gonna invite this person over here, or who's gonna like be like, hey, let's move together. 20 years. I make 10 years to the year. 10 years to the year. But I was actually born. I was born a witch, so to speak. Like, because I've seen a lot of things growing up, but family gaslight you. Don't trust family. But let's see what else. What else can we tell about Amber and the Gemini's energy and the joint energy? Let's see. Why did we get this card? Oh, okay. Oh, now I'll see why is the okay. Oh, all right. Let me move this deck over here because it's kind of in the way. Let me get the card in the middle. All right. All right, Amber. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, it's only time to tell. We have we have the block card, right? And your energy. And then we have miles apart. And then we also have on the same page. Same page, right? With these three, I get like you kind of feel frustrated a little bit. Not necessarily blocked as in you block them and stuff like that. The block is more so because of the miles apart. Like you can't really do things. You can't um just get up and drive to their place, right? So the same page for you, I feel like you and this person on the same page, right? Same page, meaning like you guys um know how each other feels. Like compatibility, right? That's your energy. On their energy, we have secret admirer. They do admire you. They do have some feelings there, right? But to them, it's not past the screen because we have digital love, right? So it to them is more of like a screen type thing. Like it's not. It may not go farther than that. And we also have same mistake. So same mistake. I feel like they've been here before because of the energy so intense, and they probably have I don't want to say sin. I don't even know what the hell they call it in Muslim. I don't it's not sinning. It's I don't know. I don't know the word. I have the word in my head, but I can't pronounce it. But yeah, so it's given he doesn't want to make the same mistake. He doesn't want to like break his I don't want to say vows, but like he doesn't want to break it. Then with the joint energy with the three of wands, we also have divine time in here, right? So everything is it's gonna happen according to plan, according to how things need to be moved. But I feel like ultimately it's gonna be walking away. Somebody's gonna choose to walk away, not because there's conflict or there's issues or there's fighting. It's because one wants more and the other one really doesn't. Right. So it's like who's gonna walk away first. It's just a matter of time. Honestly. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna use this. The moon. Is there really? Let's see. Let's see. I don't even know what to say. Let's see. Let's see. What else? I'm gonna see from this deck. Yeah, so it's funny because it's in Gemini, right? Full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. So, I mean, the direction of where this is going to go, because at the end of the day, it's free will. You do have free will. You have a choice. They have a choice, right? But the direction of where this connection's going, whether it's going to be a long distance with here and there flying, or it's just going to be screen love, and it's gonna time is gonna tell. What were we in Gemini season? Yeah, we're still in Gemini season right now. So I honestly feel like I feel like they're gonna. I feel like one day, when before Gemini season ends, they're gonna be they're gonna tell you what it is, whether they want to continue and move into long distance, or it's just gonna die out. And I be honest, I feel like it just might it might just die out. Not fully full blown die out, but it's gonna eventually fade. But that's what I have for you, Amber. Girl, you got you got that man stressed. You got that man stressed with some spicy texts. Let me just get these cards up right. Who's next? Selma? Selma? I know Selma. Here it goes. Selma, what did you do, girl? You just got that job. Oh, where did I get these cards from? Amazon. That's us. Amazon. I got them from Amazon. Let me just shuffle again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I go live every Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern. I do offer one-on-one readings. I have relationship insight, mini tarot, and deep dive. They all have their own unique sessions. Yeah, just check it out. The link tree in the description. Donations are welcomed. I normally have the pinned comment, but I don't have it today. And it's also in the link tree, so you could check that out as well. Yeah. So that could just be it. That could just be what the walking away was. Man, that takes like 2 years. You're gonna be married with that person forever for 2 years. Trust me. All right. May have a reading for job opportunities in the near future. All right. What job opportunities do we have for Selma? What job opportunities do we have for someone in the future? Ancestors, what can we tell someone about future job opportunities? I don't know, someone. I keep hearing probably start your own business if you're capable, because sometimes it's easier said than done, right? It's easier said than done. All right, this song I'll get out my fucking head. I need a new song. I need a new song. Alright. She said, I'm not a person of business. Actually, it's funny. Funny thing is, I didn't actually learn how to do tarot with traditional tarot. I actually learned how to do tarot with a very hard deck of tarot because I just couldn't like get it with these. I was like, no. Do I even have where's that deck? I don't even know. I bought this deck 3 times and I lost every single deck. I don't have it. I thought it was in it because I saw it in there last time. But uh I think it's the Gypsy Fortune Teller deck. It's like a little orange thing, which is actually really hard to read. If it's not over there, I think I have it in my bin. This is still okay. That's weird. All right. Um. Honestly, Selma, I feel like you're gonna be in between jobs. I don't feel like you're gonna be able to hold. We have the Two of Pentacles. I don't feel like you're gonna be able to hold a permanent job for long. Um, I- it won't be going past 2 to 3 months. I'm gonna be honest there. And the only way, and the only way it will go past 2 to 3 months, if you have to like I told you this, I think back early in the year, that you had to pick the job that benefits you the most, as in the benefits, the hours, the time, the pay, and not just take the first job because it's not gonna sit right with you. And that's the same energy I'm getting here. You're gonna have to, but I don't feel like this time around you're gonna struggle to get a job. But you definitely are gonna be in between jobs. I want to say if you get a interview soon, uh and you take it just because you need, obviously you got bills to pay, family to take care of. I'll say take it then. But as soon as you feel like the energy is off in that job, start looking for a new one. Don't wait until you get fired. Just start looking for a new one, right? Because the job you need to participate is the Ace of Cups, right? Type of energy, something that you're very familiar with, which is the Six of Cups, very familiar, right? Something you did in the past. Try to do more something with society, humanitarian, something that's really emotionally fulfilling, right? It might be fast paced. It might be fast paced. I'll be honest. It might be fast paced because Chariot moves fast, but you will be working alone because the Hermit here, is a solitary card, right? It's a person of solitude, right? Not only in reflection, but like I said, somebody's solitude. So you're gonna be trying to find something that's fast paced, but something that you like and something that you don't need like helicoptering over. Ah, thank you, Gary. Well, I just don't do tarot only, Gary. I'm actually like a mediumship, psychic. I don't really like the labels of it because people get really weird with that. I mean, people get weird with witch as well, but psychics, mediumship, like yeah. But um, definitely do humanitarian society work. Yeah, because that's where I feel like that's where you thrive a lot. You thrive in that type of industry and area because your purpose on life is to help people, especially the misfortunes, like people who have homelessness, uh PTSD, maybe something a little bit like the vets, but they also mix in with the homelessness, right? Right. I'm not saying as a consultation. I'm just saying just however you're called to that area of humanitarian society work, do it. But you definitely need to work with the the unfortunate, right? Especially the homeless. For some reason, something with homeless. So it could be what is those like a social worker type thing that help people um find like permanent residence or with bills and medicals and stuff like that. Well, I take care of old people, so I pretty much set my own schedule too. Uh, let's see what else. But someone when you start looking for a job, be aware because we have scam alert, right? A lot of what's going on a lot in the working environment, especially here in the U.S. There's a lot of companies being scammers, and what by scammers mean, they will say, "Hey, you're hired," and then like let's say like you get hired on a Friday, "Hey, come to work on Monday. Monday you getting fired." Like that's where, but be careful with the scammers, right? So be aware of the scammers. If you find a company, do very extensive research before joining it, right? Like before I do very extensive, like spill the tea, right? No, no. So if you go to a company and you have to, um, you go for interview, make sure you research, right? Research them, find all the information you can, right? Before you actually lock in, because I feel like sometimes you might get, yes, I feel like you will get hoodwinked. I feel like you will get hoodwinked. Yeah. So just be aware of that. Like I said, you make like you thrive in humanitarian society work. You make money in there, making bank, right? You make money in there. I don't not enough money to live in luxury, but enough money to feel comfortable and to take care of yourself and the family, right? So make sure you do that. When I can't give you a definite when. Like I said, 2 to 3 months, 2 to 3 months. So we're in June, July. From now to probably like September, October. Yeah, we have numbing out. Try not to be hard on yourself with the numbing out, right? Because this is gonna it's gonna get hard. It is gonna get hard for you. So try not to like don't try to dissociate. That's it. Don't try to dis don't try to disassociate too much because you will get stuck in that state because it's like your brain will shut down. So just try to not reach that point. Like I said, I feel like from you will get like jobs, but not jobs that you like. Like I said, you find something soon. Like I feel like you're gonna have an interview soon. Right? You'll find something soon, but it's um it's not gonna be something like and you're gonna stay because you need the money, but don't let them fire you. Try to find something else before you get the boot, right? Because I do feel like you're gonna be in between jobs from now until you finally find something that is very secure. Like I said, look into like humanitarian and society. You keep trying to do something else, and that's why it's not really being emotionally fulfilling to you because your calling is humanitarian society work. It's not it's not development and like it's not government development. It's not what do you call that? It's not neighborhood development. It's not what else type of it's definitely humanitarian and society work. But more so helping like the homeless, the unfortunate, the less than instead of like development developmental stuff. But that's what I have for you. You definitely will find something soon, but definitely look into that. Into humanitarian society. And I do feel like you're gonna find a company. I'll say September, October, the latest that suits you. That they're gonna suit you very, very well, and is you're gonna be there until you decide to retire. But just don't let yourself get stuck in a job that you don't like because what happens is that the energy will drain you, and then you're gonna be forced out. Don't worry, Gary. I always get the It hasn't been no, I know I was soon gonna say that we're gonna get it. It hasn't been happening lately. It hasn't been happening lately. We haven't had trolls that said tells me Jesus loves me and all that stuff, which is actually hilarious because I like debating with Christians about that. It perks me up a little bit. But who's next? Uh let's see. I gotta scroll. Goddess. Okay, Goddess is next. All right. I love doing love readings. I don't know. I always laugh. I always make this joke because I don't know if you guys seen uh Avengers Crimson when they go look for the Soul Stone, and he's like, I'm the one that helps others seek what I cannot find. I kind of, it's okay. I kind of I kind of laugh about that because that's how I feel sometimes when I do love reading. Because my specialty is love reading, and I feel like it's because I'm such a hopeless romantic, and I have a very shitty love life. So I help others seek what I cannot find. That's my little joke. That's my little joke. All right. All right, ancestors. What can we tell goddess when it what alright, what can we tell goddess when it comes to her love life? What messages does goddess need to know when it comes to her love life? What messages does goddess need to know when it comes to her love life? All right. Oh yeah, I do too. I do too. But it's just because of what I've learned recently. Because I can't I can't read for myself because I am blessed to read for everybody else, but when it comes to myself, that is a curse that I am not blessed with to read for myself. So it's the curse within the blessing, right? And so I have to outsource my own readings to other people. So I actually did a reading recently, I think earlier this week. It was really good. It was really good. And Uh, the reason why I'm so good at love readings is because like I said, I had a really shitty love life. My real life is absolutely trash. But that's only because in my practice, well, because I was born into this. I wasn't like a lot of people are baptized into Santeria, which is perfectly fine. There's no hierarchy to it. It's just, they have to try a little bit harder. I was born into this, so it's naturally it comes naturally to me. But because of that, my Santos, which is like the Orishas, and they kind of made my love life a little hard because I have to experience a lot of things in order for me to help other people. So that's why sometimes when I be talking and I'm like, yeah, no, from my experience, like that's my hope. Said because sometimes a lot of people they will just speak to speak and not understand the situation and stuff like that. But me personally, I 9 out of 10, I've been through half the stuff that I tell you guys. So, but you have the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords. You kind of feel stuck in whatever section you are in your love life, which is it's not moving. That's what it is. You kind of feel like you're not your love life is not moving. It's not going nowhere. It's like I've been waiting, and nothing. Which is kind of funny because we have the Three of Wands in reverse, right? If it was upright, it's like, yeah, you still waiting, girl. But in reverse, it's given the time is coming. The time is coming. It's not now. The time is not now, but the time is coming, right? Um, and then we have the Three of Cups. Try to be try to be more social. Try to be more social. Try to be outside more. Not for the streets, but just be outside more. I mean, I try to be outside more, which is it's kind of because outside is expensive, especially if you've been living in the states. Outside is expensive. You go outside, you breathe, you owe the universe $100. That's how I feel, right? But like I said, I feel like the person. I don't feel like you're person per se, but I feel like to get you back in the rhythm, they're outside. They're outside. They're in a place where you socialize, meet people. It's more to like get dust the cobwebs off, right? Dust the cobwebs off, like to get you in the momentum of dating, not necessarily be in a relationship, just to get used to dating, right? You with the seven of Cups here. Like, yeah, you are confused a little bit when it comes to dating because dating has changed drastically. Like, I mean, drastically. The last time I actually went on, well, not the last, well, besides early this year, prior to that, it was like 2018, right? So for 2018 to now, dating scene has changed drastically. It's gotten worse, but it still changes drastically, right? So you're kind of confused on how to date because there's a lot of from what you're used to and what is going on now is a big disconnect. It doesn't really correlate. And I'm laughing because it's like, okay, I date, get a boyfriend. So what do I do with a boyfriend? It's like, what do I do with a boyfriend? Like, do I feed it? Do I like pat them on the head? Like, cause you've been single for so long, you don't know how to interact with or coexist with another person or like a companion, right? But I also feel like with the Seven of Cups, you're gonna have a lot of options. Just use your discernment a lot because you do have the Seven of Swords with the Eight of Cups, right? So keep your guard up a little bit, right? Because you are gonna meet some very charismatic men, and there are gonna be some panty droppers. And when I mean some panty droppers, I mean they are smooth talkers, right? But with the Eight of Cups here, you're gonna have to learn how to walk away, right? Like, yeah, you're gonna be like, yeah, I really like this person, but something off. Sometimes, I'll be like, give it the benefit of the doubt, do it for the plot. But in your case, don't do it for the plot. Because you do it for the plot, what's gonna happen is gonna put you back a little bit more on love. You're gonna be like, we're gonna pause here. We're not moving forward because girl, I don't know. To me, island dating is a hit and miss. And that's only because I don't really get approached by a lot of men, and a lot of men are very intimidated by me. I mean, I do have a hard resting bitch face, and that's only because in New York we have to have that as women, and it's kind of just sad. But talk to me, I smile. I'm smiling up ear to ear. But what I also learned a lot is that a lot of men nowadays are very intimidated on approaching women, especially if you carry yourself in a certain way or your energy give off a certain way, which is good and bad because it wanes off the fuck boys, the little boys and stuff like that. But at the same time, as women, it kind of not even knocks. I would say it chips little by little at the confidence because it's like, yo, damn, I'm dressing nice, I'm looking nice, and I ain't nobody hitting on me, right? So that's why a lot of people try to do both. Try to do both. Matter of fact, do dating, online dating, and organic dating. Organic mean go to like the I'm gonna say bars. Go to the supermarket. Find somebody at the supermarket. Find somebody at the supermarket. At this point, we're gonna have to treat the supermarket, Chipotle line, the Barnes and Noble line as a source of dating. Like, actually, this is what I'm saying. Use the online dating as training wheels and organic and natural way as in something serious, right? So do the online dating. If you get a date, get a date. Just so you can get back into the groove. But the organic, if you bump into somebody at the supermarket, take them serious, right? Do it just like that. Do both. Because at this time, it is a needle in a haystack, and we don't have time to be digging in a haystack for this little ass needle. We're gonna have to, we're gonna have to do it at double time. Let's see. Let's see what else. What else? What else can we tell goddess when it comes to love? So yeah, we have sharing space. You kind of want somebody who feels like home, right? Where you can be yourself, whether it's you updo or you look like a troll. Like by troll, I mean hair messy, sweatpants on, stains on a t-shirt. Like that's what I mean by troll. Not like you actually ugly with it. That's what I mean. Like and you're comfy wear. You comfy wear. That's what you want. You want somebody to accept you on both opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to that. Let's see what else. What else? What else? Bad timing. I don't know. YouTube been weird lately. YouTube definitely be weird lately. So we have bad timing. I feel like with bad timing here, I do feel like you actually met quite a few contenders, right? But the contenders that you met when you were ready, they weren't. Or they were ready and you wasn't. It was either you going through some stuff. But you there was a lot of bad time. There was a lot of 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 misses, right? But in your case, it wasn't the whole what is for me won't pass you by because these people passed you by and they are living their lives. It was more to show you like you can attract um men. I would say men of high caliber. I don't know why I don't use those words. It's not even my vocabulary, but men of high caliber to your standards, which is you have a high standard, which is good. Don't lower it. At this point, we can't lower the bar as lower as be because the bar is in hell right now, right? When it comes to dating, but you have met men who were up to your standards, but again, like I said, they weren't ready for a relationship. They weren't um emotionally available. They weren't emotionally intelligent. They weren't ready to be in a relationship or just coming out. Like you met them where they were still developing. I would say developing, not even the frontal lobe, but just developing as a individual where they learn from traumas and blossom and stuff like that. So it was kind of like the universe was kind of teasing you a little bit, which is kind of annoying because sometimes you think the um the universe plays jokes on you, which sometimes I think it does for their own sense of humor, but that's just me. But we also have miles apart, which is kind of funny because there's also another heart which is down the middle. So you could have met somebody that was in your area, your living area, for vacation, and it was kind of like, oh my god, this is my person, and they live like on the other side of the world. Like I said, the universe play a lot of jokes on you when it comes to this type of thing, which I thought I was the only one, but apparently the universe was like, you're the number one contender on that shit, because they played a lot of jokes. It gave you a lot of possibilities, but not a lot of concrete stuff. And it's kind of frustrating. I'll be mad at the universe too. I would have cussed that bitch up and down. Like, bitch, you raggedy hoe. Why you got me like this? Right? Look, like I said, mixed signals. You met them, mixed signals. I don't know why it's confirming what I was already said. Black pad, like some of them were impeccable. It's given, try again. S energy is given, try again. But this is all like the past energy. These last four cards are the past energy, which is kind of. I'm like, why are you giving me the past energy, right? Oh, the commitment issue on the bottom, girl, playing football. No, you know what it is. It reminds me of the old man with the fishing pole. When he says you gotta be quicker than that. That's what it reminds me of. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. So this is all the past energy. So, like I said, I feel like it's coming to an end. I feel like it's more. It was more so it could teach you how to be alone, how to be okay being in your own space and your own energy, right? Which is kind of at the end of the day, this is we sign up for this shit. Which unfortunately, I think we need to start like talking to the head man in charge before we sign the contracts now and see if we could change some shit because so you have to learn how to be alone, be content with your own energy. You some things I keep getting date yourself. Right? I feel like just date yourself a little bit. Go to the movies, go out to eat, you know. Just date yourself. Be your own man, right? And I feel like when you start doing that, your energy is gonna it's gonna uplift a little bit more. right? And as it uplifts a little bit more, it's gonna bring in more um contenders. Yeah. It's less headache. It's less headache. Yeah. You kind of had we have addiction and not enough. It like I said, it kind of chips like this kind of in the past kind of chipped at your little self confidence a little bit, right? Because sometimes you're like, is it me? Do I not give off like? Because it's given like why they didn't try, why they didn't try, like especially those who were available through and through, but it lives they didn't want to try long distance, right? Let's see what else. But I do feel like somebody's coming in now. We have the lightning. Realization. Transformation. Yeah, transformation. Yeah, this it was feel like I don't know, something with self-love. Show you how to love yourself more so that you don't move the goalpost lower than it needs to be. So it's not limbo. Let's see, because this is kind of I'm trying to they're not really telling me nothing new. Okay. Like I said, be social because we have girl talk. Girl talk, you hanging out with friends, enjoying stuff, being out, be going more. Like I said, just be. I don't know why I keep getting the supermarket. So you might find somebody at the supermarket. Who knows? You might find somebody at the supermarket because I keep getting the supermarket. So you might find somebody at the supermarket. We do have date. So it's coming up very soon, date, which is meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan instead of date. So I feel like it's coming. Like I said, supermarket, girl. So you're gonna start strolling the supermarket every week, buying one item at a time. Let's see. What else can we tell Goddess? But I do feel like something that some it has to do with a supermarket. Girl, start going to a different supermarket. See, look, I told you. So, girl, going through the tens, right? Go hair done, makeup on, dress nice, shoes, everything. Right? But like I said, it's coming to an end. Like all this energy, this waiting is coming to an end because we do have the end of a cycle approaches, the full moon in Capricorn. Right. So it is ending. This period of you being single, this period of you dealing with people, dealing with men who, check all your lists but aren't really up there or available for you. And you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Just to let you know you are good enough. So don't sit there and because I know I feel like sometimes you have those moments, which is human. We do have those moments that you kind of feel like you're beside yourself, that you aren't good enough, especially when these couples stuff starts popping up on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and you're like, damn, that's me. And at the same time, you're like, ew, you're ugly. Like, I hope you both get electrocuted. Like that type of energy. But it's coming. It's definitely coming. So don't worry too much. I feel like when that happens, when you start seeing reels of couples and couple shit start popping up, it's because the universe is letting you remind you, like, hey, don't forget, is this what you really want? Pulls at the heartstring and makes you feel like you want to cry and shit. But yeah, it's definitely the tough cycle's ending. It's definitely ending. I'm telling you, girl, go to the supermarket. I don't know, go to the supermarket dressed up like you about to go in your best clothes. Cause I do feel like you might meet somebody at the supermarket. Overdress. That's what I say. Overdress to impress. Dress to impress. I used to when me and my friends used to go to brunch, I used to put a standard on how we dress. We always had to dress to the nines. We had to wear dresses, heels, makeup done, hair done. We had to look good. Because who you never know who you're gonna meet at brunch. Especially we used to go to party brunches. But that's just me. But that's what I have for you, Echo. Like I said, girl, get ready. Supermarket. You might meet your person at the supermarket. Start teaching these men how to look for produce. Like, no, you're looking at it wrong. All right, who's next? Uh, all right, Sleepy's next. Okay, Sleepy's next. Thank you, Goddess. Let me just shuffle. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I go live every Tuesday and Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern. I do have one-on-one sessions available. One for love. What's this deck at? Oh, love insight. Quick one question clarity mini tarot. Um, and deep dive where it's like 60 minutes, answer multiple questions. You just click on the link tree. Isn't there? Donations are welcomed as well. Let me switch this deck out. Let me just shuffle it. Ooh, it's getting hot. She's I'm headed to the supermarket. Hi, Teresa. She said, "What my new man?" I think the list is actually closed, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna drink some water. Why is that? I'm about to switch. The song comes on freaky dancing, dancing for money. All right, who needs to be a maybe it's me. Maybe I need to be a midnight ballerina. You know what? I'm gonna look for that. Freaky dancer, dance for money. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I made some Oshun perfume. It smells so good. So I just sprayed it. Let me get the candle off. The other one looks like it's about to go out soon. Freaking dancer. All right, what is happening for me in the next 3 months? Okay. All right, ancestors. What messages do we have with Sleepy Cat when it comes to the next 3 months? What does Sleepy Cat need to know for the next 3 months? What does Sleepy Cat need to know for the next 3 months? What does Sleepy Cat need to know for the next 3 months? Okay, what is with the Three of Cups? Three of Cups came out and everybody's reading. What's really good? Is this the way Spirit's telling us we need to socialize more? Maybe we all have been a little bit introverted. Ooh, friends and something. Ooh. All right, all right, all right, all right, Sleepy Cat. Um, I'm gonna start with this Five of Pentacles. The next 3 months. All right. So with this Five of Pentacles here, it's giving, being outside. How can you hate from outside the club? You can't even get in, right? That's not the type of energy is given. Right? But I don't feel like it's you. I feel like it's people around you. They're gonna be hating on you a little bit, right? We also have the Page of Swords, which is the Page of Swords talks about like ideas and being impulsive. But here I feel like it's ideas. So if you've been planning certain things, whether it's a trip, but I do feel like whatever you planning it excludes certain people. Right, but I feel like it's gonna be in month three, not like 1 or 2, but in month three, because I feel like month three you're gonna be in more high spirits, more um financially ready to like probably go on vacation or go on a trip, whether it's a long trip or a mini trip, right? But I feel like some people are gonna be little haters for being excluded. And it's not because you don't like them being around, it's because they might not mesh with certain people that that are going. So you might, let's say for instance, you might have, person A and person B get along, but person A doesn't get along with person C, and person C is beefing with person A. Like that type of not getting along, right? Um We also have the Knight of Swords. So the next 3 months might be a little fast. It might move fast paced. So you might blink and it's going to be September. So just be aware of that. So try to live more in the moment. Don't stress a lot of things. Um, the Three of Cups, socializing, celebration, joy. You're definitely gonna be outside, not outside. I don't know, cause me outside is brunch, hanging out with friends, movies and stuff like that. But you're gonna be outside. And they also have the Nine of Cups underneath, which is the wish fulfillment card. So I don't know. Like I said, I keep getting a trip. So whatever trip that you've been trying to plan or wanting to go for a while, it's coming. So like for example, if you've been wanting to go to Disney for a while and that's something that's keep popping up in your head, it's gonna happen, right? Like I said, and make sure you invite people that you know you're gonna have a good time though, because you don't want to invite somebody and then you got to deal with negative Nancy and then Patty over here beefing with everybody, and then you don't want to deal with Petty Betty, and she's petty with no. You don't have people that you enjoy time with, because I do feel like you might be going on a trip. I cannot get that feeling out, but I do feel like you might be going on a trip. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. What else the sleepy cat needs to know for the next 3 months? What else does sleepy cat need to know for the next 3 months? Ooh. Mhm. Ooh. See, yeah, definitely. If you are planning a trip, whether it's a girl trip, family trip, just really close friends trip, definitely exclude the person that you know is going to be a bad vibe. Because look, we have villain vibes. Villain vibes. You don't want somebody who is going to bring the whole group down, be a little Debbie Downer. You don't want that. So be aware of that. So just don't let the chaotic person go on a trip. And try to have everybody not mention it. But I feel like one person is gonna be loose lips, loose lips, Lisa, and then they just gonna spill the beans. So be aware of that. Ooh, we have plot twists. So you're gonna be having some stuff. We have Gold Digger. We have plot twists. Plot twist here. I don't feel like this is actually has anything to do with you, like you directly involved. I feel like it's gonna be around you. So you'll be some plot twists. It's gonna be some plot twists. It might be, I feel like it's gonna be gossip. I feel like it might be gossip that's gonna turn in tides of things. How you look at certain people. But it's not gonna be like, oh my god, you're such a bad person. It's gonna be like, wow, I never thought that. Like somebody might be freaked out. What I mean by freaked out, somebody might have a very Christian Grey type of sex life that, but it's gonna be coming from somebody who you would never think, like the quiet person in the group that doesn't really talk about like sex life and stuff like that. So that's what I mean by like plot twist. Not that's gonna happen per se, but that's like the energy is given. Here, Gold Digger. Watch your finances because I feel like it's gonna improve, and as it improves, I feel like people are gonna be coming to you with an open hand, asking for money so you can help them in some type of way because they feel like either you owe them or um I'm not necessarily because they did it for you, because I do not feel like they did it for you, but it's given more. Oh, I owe them, but if you need help, I would have helped you. like that type of energy. Let's see what else. Consequences. Like I said, whoever this villain vibe person is, like I said, if you've been planning a trip or trying to plan a trip or have an idea of planning a trip, do not invite this villain person because it's going to be consequences. No more running. The karma is catching up. Someone's being held accountable. So it might be a screaming match. So just be aware of that. Or if you have been invited on a trip and you feel like it's going to go south, it's going to go south. But something about a trip in general, it's going to be. I mean, like I said, sometimes you want to go for the plot twist. Right? We have double life here. Like, okay, that kind of enforces what I said about the quiet person and the Christian Grey love life. But yeah, somebody you're gonna find out somebody has a double life. Not like as in like they have a secret family somewhere, but like it's like a double life as in how they present themselves and their private life is not the same person, it's totally different. We have heartbreak here, so you might experience some type of disappointment. And over the next 3 months, I don't feel like it's gonna be a romance disappointment. I just feel like it's gonna be like somebody who you would never thought disappoint you is going to disappoint you in that way. Oh, excuse me. I'm hungry. All right. Let me get one more card. Yeah. Ugh, girl. Keep the villain out because there's definitely a villain because we got the snake here, right? The snake, um, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder to other women, right? So there's somebody is definitely giving villain vibes and enemy. Ooh, why couldn't I say that word? And maybe do you know somebody named Emily? I'm just saying. But anyways, that's the point. Enemy vibe. So you're also gonna be healing too, even though you're gonna be disappointed, but you're also gonna be healing. But I feel like this is more in the relationship sector because we do have heart with key, which is welcoming love, meaning the one, open your heart. So you are gonna be more open to the idea of love and relationships. I feel like kind of step back a little bit because it hasn't really been going your way, but it's gonna change. That's gonna change. Maybe this trip is like the refresher. Yeah, look. We have wax and moon. The energy is gaining momentum. So yeah, energy is definitely picking up for you. And also confidence is your key to success. So remember that. Like be confident, be bold. I couldn't currently have no plans on trips yet, but I have family members that don't want to see me enjoy. Yeah. It could be those. It could be some little motherfuckers that like you could just spontaneously plan a trip and then be a little haters, send a little evil vibes. But definitely confidence is key. But you're gaining momentum here. So when I feel like gaining momentum, I feel like you're gonna be more noticeable. And it's not like you're gonna be changing anything. You're not gonna even change your hair, your wardrobe, nothing. I feel like it's gonna be more um your energy is gonna be in high spirits. So that's what it means like be more noticeable, you be more confident. But definitely, but that's what I have for you. I don't know what this trip is about. Like I said, I don't feel like it's gonna happen to like the third month because I keep seeing three. So it's probably gonna happen like in the third month. So maybe the plans are not active now, but by the time month three hits, some plans are gonna start being ideas gonna be talked about. All right, is Orthodox in here? That's what I have for you, Sleepy. Yeah, I'm definitely listening. Who I gotta figure out who sings that damn song. I'm gonna listen to it for like 5 times. I don't know why. Freaky dancing. Thank you, Sleepy. And you also gotta remember, sometimes I pick ooh, hold on, let me click in. Sometimes I'll pick some stuff up, like it might not happen. Sometimes it will happen within 1 to 3 months. Sometimes it might happen. I've have accuracy going up to about 3 years. I'm just put it like that. So from now to 3 years. Now to 3 years. I have did a reading for one of close friends of mine about a guy that's gonna come into her life. I think 2 years ago, and he actually came into her life a couple months ago. So she's really happy. And she went through she went through my channel and she was like, I know you said that somewhere. Like I woke up the next morning, it was to like 20 text messages from her with videos and screen recordings. Because she was like, it's true, it came out true. Like so far it goes up to with me 3 years. So from the time I give you the reading to 3 years, that's how long the prediction goes. I love when somebody comes to me and be like, "Oh yeah, your prediction came true." Oh, yeah, I know. I had one client where I was telling her that there was like this girl around her that was very that hated her, that hated her. I was like, "There's a girl around you that hates you," and she couldn't put her finger on it. And then after a year later, she found out who it was, and she was like, "Oh my god! See, I knew somebody was gonna come in here talking about Jesus. I knew it." See, girl, I told you, I told you the drama, and I honestly, I don't feel like you did anything to him per se. I feel like it was more like somebody's in his ear. I don't know who's in his ear. It could be auntie, but somebody's in his ear. So just be aware of that. But like yeah, like I said, I knew we was gonna get some Christian trolls in here. I was he killed Leviticus. Hold on, I gotta see because I didn't read it fully. Do not consult fortune tellers as become unclean by Jehovah. Oh God. Who's after Orthodox in here? Sophia in here. I honestly, it really does tickle my fancy when the Christians come in here and be like spitting the Bible, and I be so giddy because I'm like, yo, I've been in Catholic school since the 5th grade from well from 2001 to 2008. No, was it 2008? Hold on, no 2004. Excuse me. Wait, no 2004 to 2008 was when I was high school. So 2000 to 2004, like it makes me so happy. Like yeah, speak to me about the Bible. Like I didn't read the Bible since I was 11. Right. But that's just me. I don't know if Sister Sophia's in here. Is user in here? I don't know. Sophia user. But that's that be tickle me. I love. I remember when I first got on because I fought against going on TikTok. Which by the way, I'm probably gonna start doing TikToks and probably do TikTok lives, but I'm still working up to it because I don't want to get like I almost had my account banned earlier last year. Girlfriend. Oh, somebody's definitely in his ear. This is definitely a woman, female energy in his ear. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna start doing TikToks. I don't know how to work Instagram live. I don't know how to work that shit. So I'm just gonna be put highlights on Instagram. But definitely be doing TikToks. Oh, drama. Oh, so you both are here. Okay. Okay. I was just making sure. All right. Sophia. All right. And I got you, user. I was just making sure because you guys came in just in time because I was about to. So, live was about to end. I was almost that close. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna. If you haven't followed my TikTok, it's all in my link tree. TikTok, Instagram. I'm gonna be posting a little bit more on there. Probably do. sh- In order with me, I'm too lazy to do all this like technology stuff. So that's why I like to do lives. But I gotta get out of that because I have plans. Because by the time I'm gonna put it out there, so I could be in the ethers. By the time this year, by the time around this time next year, that's what I'm gonna say. I want to have my own botanica, my own spiritual shop. So I gotta put my ass out there basically. Right. So I'm gonna be Sophia because Sophia was first on the list and then user, I got you. All right, Sophia, what's for work? All right. Okay. Ancestors, what can we tell Sophia when it comes to work? What can we tell Sophia when it comes to work? Oh, I'm definitely putting the AC on blast tonight. What can we tell Sophia when it comes to work? I don't even know how this card. No, I'm gonna leave it sideways because I don't even know how that card came out. Oh, so off back, you already got three major arcanas, which is really good because that means something. I want to say drastic, but something like it's kind of sort of drastic change is coming, right? I mean, that's what put it like that, but not in like a bad way. Oh, oh, buckle up, buttercup, because you got a lot coming towards you. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this three cups. Everybody's being social, but anyways, for you, you might have to start networking, Sophia. So I don't know if you like networking because we do have the three of cups. Like I said, socializing. Definitely try to network. Definitely try to network. Right? Definitely try to network. Especially in the field that you want to work in. I do you want to like work in a medical field type not necessarily being like a doctor or stuff, but something similar to a medical field. Because I heard doctor, but I don't know if they actually mean doctor. But like try to network. Definitely try to network with this three of cups. This came out. I left it sideways, so I don't know because it came out like kind of sort of like this, and I don't know what to turn it, so I'm gonna leave it sideways. So the world here, right? So you're. I do feel like you're coming out of a cycle because the world is a completion. It's a final card, major arcana. So those the completion card, right? And I feel like you have dealt with karma, whether it's good or bad. Because right now you was in a cycle of karma, right? Whether it was more so like think of it as the Libra scale, balance scale, right? So if you did bad to somebody, you have bad karma. If you did good for somebody, you would gain good karma, right? And vice versa. Somebody did bad to you, they gain bad karma. Somebody did something good for you, they gain good karma, right? So you was kind of in a cycle of dishing out karma, whether you thought of it or not, because we do have the karma card here, right? Which is also a card of judgment, right? So a lot of people use being the spirit your spirit team have used it a lot to be the judgment of others, whether it's for work, whether it's friendship, love, you with people karma, right? Um but I feel like you gain a lot of good karma, a lot of good karma. I feel like you gained that. And I was gonna say something else and I totally forgot. Because it was right there. It's gonna come back, it's gonna come back, right? But you might be in a position of leadership because we do have the emperor here, right? Emperor, man or woman doesn't matter, but the emperor is also the card of leadership, right? He's authority. He knows what he wants. He's a leader, right? The emperor. So you might have meet someone that also we have the lovers here, which is the partnership card. So you might be somebody who is gonna be a part in business, whether if you want to start a business, something like kind of like I said, something in the medical field or holistic, something that you are helping other people, whether helping people heal or directing people to certain like it has to do with healing, right? But who are this the emperor is gonna be your business partner in this because I don't feel like it's love here, but more so business partner. You two are gonna be business soulmates. That's why it's business soulmates because there's some people that they have really good platonic energy and they're very good business wise and some people really work in business really well together. Let's see here. How? Let's see. What else? What else can we tell Sophia? Yeah, like I said, court date with the dishing out karma. Not necessarily your court, but I feel like dishing out karma here. Especially if you have at your old job, if you were, I want to say, wrongfully terminated, but if you were like forced out or had they gave you a hard time at your old job, they're reaping what they sow, pretty much. They're getting their karma. Let's see what else. What does this double life keep coming up? We have double life here. I don't know what this double life is about. Someone is juggling stories, identities, or relationships and hoping no one notices the overlap. Um, it could also be something like in business wise, like it's this like business is business, personal is personal, like stuff like that. So you might keep it separate. That's what I'm getting from this double life. We also have making peace. Making peace. So like I say, it's helping somebody. It's definitely helping people. I don't feel like it's humanitarian or society work. I feel like it's just helping people. But I also feel like there's somebody that's coming to make peace with you. It could be from an old job or like you ran into them, something like that. But they could be apologizing for how they treated you or how things or how you were treated. So be aware of that. Let's see what else. We have sober life and breaking free. I feel like when it comes to I don't feel like this is something that's gonna be conventional. I don't feel like what you're gonna be working at is gonna be very conventional. It could be dealing with people who are helping people with addiction, sober life, help people with addiction, help them get off substance, breaking free from that, from them cycles, and helping themselves, take care of themselves. Like rehab, like I mean, that's what I said, like doctors, like healing, something like that. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, you can have many options though coming up. You can have many options. Just make sure that when you get like offers, make sure the offers fit you. And if you listen to your intuition, listen to your intuition. Yeah, we have twin flames here with the lovers and the emperor. Yeah, this person is gonna be your business soulmate. Right, you guys will just work well together. Like I said, I don't feel like it's love. I just feel like you guys are gonna work very, very well together. Make a lot of money together as well. I mean, I don't know. Is rehab really make monies like that? Like I'm just saying, because it's giving you help people um get away from their addictions. You could also be counseling people like that, like that type of feeling. That's if you want, because I don't feel like you're in that field at all. I really don't feel like you're in that field at all. I feel like this might be a whole career change for you. Yeah, look, being lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. We have dragonfly heal. Like I said, I keep saying heal, but the word heal came out. Yeah, you definitely helping people heal. No, addictions. Like I said, helping people heal from their addictions. Like I said, you might be somebody who not like a social worker, like counselor to help people with their addiction, overcome their addiction. Like I said, it's something with healing. You're gonna be something with healing. A heartbreak, pain, separation, deception. Yeah, I feel like this is what stabbed in the back. I feel like this is what making the pinky pieces. Whoever hurt you or had a hand, they're gonna come back to actually yeah to make some type of peace. Let's see what else. What else? All right, so we have your dreams need a practical plan. Right, so try to be delusional, but be grounded delusional. Right, um, be realistic on what you want to do, especially if like I keep you might like I said you might have a career change, like you get a career change, so it might be something like that. But we also have expect powerful change. Noon, like I said you have major change coming for all these major arcanas. So with expect powerful change, new moon eclipse, right? So yeah, your career life is gonna be changing. Very drastic. So definitely if you've been thinking about helping people with like addiction or just helping people heal in general, look into like that field. But that's what I have for you, Sophia. Oh. Not that she's into your cousin. No, that's drama. You're welcome, Sophia. That is drama. Maybe she want to keep it in the family. I mean, people be like that. All right, I know you this here relationship with who's all right. I got you, girl. What is that? Give me 1 second. Let me just shuffle this. I will have these available right after I get off live. I normally do. Sometimes I'll fall asleep right after live, but I'm wide awake. So I'm probably gonna um fix it up because part one, I'm still gonna put that up. Yo, you know what song is stuck in my head as well? Young Miami's new song, Spend That. Spend that shit. All right, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do the really quick thing. Move this card over here. I'm gonna spend that cash. Spend that cash. All right, we ship ready. All right, ancestors, what can we tell Ruza? What can we say about Ruza and Angelina's relationship? Three cards for Rosa, three cards for Angelina, and then one card for the middle. Let's see. Let's see. What can we say about Rosa and Angelina's relationship? Where they go? Ooh. Rosa's on the right, Angelina. Oh, I mean, excuse me. Rosa's on the left, Angelina on the right. Excuse me. Like a typical woman, I can't even tell left and right. Oh, spend a hash. Right. As those two came out. Oh, where's that intro? All right. What's the card in the middle? What is the joint energy between these two? All right. Okay. So I'm gonna say joint energy first. The joint energy we have between you two guys is strength, right? Um, I feel like this connection will test your patience, right? Will test your patience. You're gonna have to have some type of strength, but it also you have to think about if you look at the strength card. Well, majority of the strength card is the woman taming the lion, right? If you look here, what is the woman doing? The woman is taming the lion, but the lion looks comfortable. Looks comfortable. They look relaxed, right? So the energy, to me, it's more so like yeah, it's gonna be some struggles, not full struggles, some struggles, but at the same time, one calms the other, right? One calms the other. So one is very ferocious, very out there, rah rah rah, and the woman is like, all right, we're gonna calm you down, like, but that she's the only one that's able to do that. I'm gonna go here to Angelina first because we have the 10 of swords, and I feel like this is past energy. Um, so Angelina has been hurt in the past, right? They've been hurt, but they're not closed off to love because we do have the temperance here. Temperance talks about patience and healing, right? So Angelina is definitely healing from the past. And like I said, the reason why I said they're not closed off because we also have the chariot here. So they move forward. They're definitely moving forward. Um in love, regardless of being hurt, being betrayed in the past. It has a lot to do with healing. But to also just give them patience a little bit because sometimes they might um get scared or react to certain things and it's only because of triggers. Now here for Ruza, we have the tower. And with the tower is the sudden epiphany. A lot of people see the tower and it's like, oh my god. Sometimes the tower it means, um, it's also good, especially with the cards around here. We have the Queen of Wands and the Six of Cups, right? Soulmate card, the Queen of Wands. This is how you see Angelina, or how the person sees Angelina, because I don't know which one is you. But Ruza sees Angelina like this: somebody who's very confident, beautiful, spontaneous, adventurous, uh, but definitely you feel the energy when they walk in, and the Six of Cups is given soulmate energy. So Ruza, sorry, I'm not might pronouncing the names. I am so sorry. The realization here with the tower is that in your heart you feel like Angelina's the one, right? And it's either you can't explain the connection, don't understand the connection, or how you know that she's the one, but she's definitely the one, right? So that's what it is. They definitely feel like she's one. Angelina, she's gonna take some time to get to there. She's gonna take some time to get there. But it's definitely Ruza definitely feels like she's the one. And I feel like it has to do with something with the past life. So you guys could you be continuing something from the past life or trying to fix something from the past life? Because I feel like in the past life you two were together but separated. So in this lifetime, it's kind of given a part two. Like we're together, like, but this time it's like, do you guys separate or do you guys work through it? Right? But we're gonna pull from here. Let's see. What else? What else? Sweating bullets here. Mm-mm. Oh, okay. Let's see the card in the middle. All right. This is what we need to. We have the card in the middle on the rush things. Don't rush it. Just let it thing unfold the way it needs to be. Um, and I feel like the reason why is the Russian things card comes out is because the connection to you between two feels intense. Ruza feels the soulmate spark, right? And Angelina feels the spark too, but it's more she's confused on whether it's actual spark or infatuation, right? So just be real. It's like new crush, new energy, right? But we also have friend zone. So I don't know if you guys are just beginning to talk and realizing and she's trying to like move it as a friend zone area. Like, but there's feelings on her side. It's definitely, but it's more it's kind of hidden behind like the friendship thing, which is fine because I always say be friends first and then become lovers. We have loving yourself. So she's also in the area of she's showing herself more love and showing herself more kindness so that she can be more open to love. But I do feel like, yeah, try to be friends. I feel like it's gonna grow into friendship. Be friends, but also like don't ignore the romance part. Just be friends and let the romance naturally come through. We also have digital love. So I don't know if you guys met online or online dating, something like that, but it's gonna um I feel like it's gonna be a little bit awkward if you guys haven't met already. It's gonna be a little bit awkward, but don't settle. Don't settle. Don't settle because you feel in your heart that this person is soulmate. Because sometimes at the end of the day, like that somebody could be a soulmate, twin flame, or whoever it is, and if they're not checking your boxes, you sometimes you have to walk away. We also have holding back. Don't dim yourself, right? Hold you back. Don't dim yourself in this connection. I feel like I said, I feel like in the past life you probably did that, dim yourself in a connection. But I do feel like this it's gonna go someplace, but I feel like it's gonna take its time, right? Don't rush it. Just be steady with it. Don't rush to you know just don't rush the connection. Because I feel like if you rush the connection, it's gonna fall apart. It's one of those things where you gotta do uh it's the rabbit versus the tortoise, and you got to be the tortoise. That's what I feel like at this point. Because if you really truly want to be with Angelina or who like I said, whatever we want to be with, just take it slow. Don't rush it. Take it slow. Cause I feel like because we have the soulmate card here, the Six of Cups, I feel like you want to rush it because you feel it already in your heart. This person is like, oh yeah, this is my person. Just don't rush it. I feel like if you take your time, do the proper courting, do like all that stuff. I feel like it's gonna last long, right? But that's what I have for you. That's exactly what I have for you. Just don't rush it, and I feel like everything will work out. Because at the end of the day, I say this, and free will could take over. Because you gotta always remember, free will always be um what happens, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. So that's what I have for you, user. Just take it slow, and I feel like you guys will last very long time. Just take it slow, no rush. I do feel like there's love there, but I do feel like Angelina's a little bit more shy, or she holds back a little bit more, and that's only because of the defense that she has. But that's what I have for you. Thank you. It's already 12:20. Oh my god. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for letting me read you. I'll see you guys on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Don't let the heaviness of the weekend get to you. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday.